And we are back on the pod. So episode 12. Yeah, episode 12. Medyo marami na. Nakakalimutan natin episode. Welcome to the pod. And today's topic will be about mga chismis sa showbiz because that was so hot. Hindi, joke lang. We're gonna talk about championships. So it's championship season. UAAP and NCAA and ganda ng games. So we're gonna talk about championships in general um, from IPOV. So konting recap, NCAA tapos na um, Mapua won 2-0. I thought magi-game 3 yon to be honest. Benilde was super strong. Remember, they got a lot of players from different schools to build a strong team. And Mapua was struggling a little sa start, then got things together, tapos hindi na natalo. I think since October. Grabe si Clint Escamis. Pero one good thing about Mapua was everyone contributed. Yes, first game I think Escamis scored 30 points. And then second game, everyone contributed. Mangubat, Recto, lahat. Nahubela. Parang pag pinasok yung players ng Mapua, grabe yung confidence. Everyone was ready to pitch in. Everyone was ready to go. Everyone was just ready to win that championship for Mapua. So, 33 years. After 33 years, finally, last year, made it to the finals, lost to San Beda. This year, tinalo nila San Beda sa Final Four, and then tinalo Bill sa championship. What a win to Mapua, to Coach Randy. Kudos to him. Winning in juniors, division, winning in seniors, and I think he won also as a player. So, grabe si Coach Randy. Very pag pinapanood si Coach Randy, medyo relax lang. Not a lot of emotions. Pero he gets the job done. So congrats to Mapua and to Coach Randy. Let's go to the UAAP. Um, Game 1 sa Women's Division. NU versus UST. UST was up big, 10 points. Naglalaro sa gano'n, nahabol NU. Lalamang ulit UST. And then NU right time to make that last run and win the game. UST had a chance to win it. Bayatakatak three-pointer on the left corner. Missed it and the game was over. Yung last few minutes, parang talagang laro na lang sila eh. Lumabas yung talent. Um, we saw a couple of Pastarana drives, Shelo Pagdulangan. You saw all NU's depth as well in that game. One luxury that NU has is pag merong isang player na pangit yung laro, there are a lot of players who can come in and step in. Not a lot of teams has that luxury. Where if some of your starters are struggling, then second stringers can come in and contribute right away. NU is one of the teams na ganun. Well, UST rin, they have a lot of players who can do that, those two teams. Pero NU, litaw na litaw kanina. Shell was there. Kaya Biab, best player was Pingol. Konati gave good minutes. Surata, Fabruada clutch free throws. Um, Betanyo, Canuto. So, good game. But remember last year in ata, we went to 3 games. This year, let's see. And you had a long break going to this game. So I was telling earlier to my mom that feel ko kalawang any and they started really slow. Also, bibihira you have 31 turnovers. I think NU had 22 in the first half. Tapos dikit pa yung laro and you won after having 31 turnovers. Um, more than 15 attempts ata, more yung UST. So, what a game by NU to come back. Everyone contributed for them. CC played good defense as well. Pero yung game talaga sa dulo, ganda. Clutch basket after clutch baskets. Santos underneath, Shelo on the layup. So, ganda ng game. Ganda ng game. For the men's division, it was UP and LaSalle. LaSalle off to a quick start. Well, not quick kasi it was UP with a quick start. Then LaSalle controlled the game until the third quarter. Kiambao was on fire in the first half. Tapos UP just picked it up in the second quarter. Lalo na yung defense. Grabe yung defense, grabe yung physicality. Sarap panoorin. Francis Lopez in the third quarter had a lot of drives. Kagulangan was steady as always. Baila played good defense. QMB, grabe si QMB kanina. Parang gigil na gigil, very confident. And then sa dulo, it was just the making shots yung UP when it mattered most. Parang kala mo tapos na, then umabol Asal down to 4, last 3 minutes. Abadian made a 3, tapos, basically that was a dagger. And then, they started fouling already. Ganda ng laro. Kiambao was well defended in the second half. I think Baila and Torres took turns defending, pero maganda rin ikot ng tao ni Coach Gold kanina. He didn't use a lot of players lalo sa second half. Stick to the players who were contributing. Alarcon didn't make a lot of shots earlier, but he was there towards the end. The veteran presence is important, and he had his presence felt during the end game, making clutch free throws as well. Ganda ng game. Ganda ng game. Of course, Motor Mike was there. Malaking bagay rin na kinam si Joshua David, I think towards the end of the third quarter. So sa fourth, he wasn't able to, parang he wasn't able to play in the fourth. And then, ganda ng atmosphere. I remember, UP, I think won also first team last year. Tapos Lasal won back-to-back games, if I'm not mistaken. So, di pa tapos. You know, the capability of LaSalle, they're capable of doing um, big runs, especially with Kiambao in the team, Motor Mike. So, let's see. Sa game 3, gaganda na adjustment na coaches, gaganda na plays. UP, when they had a run, kept going to QMB and making plays, making shots. LaSalle, Motor Mike was also had an impact in the second half. KQ wasn't much of an impact offensively, or if you're talking about points sa second half. So, let's see the adjustments next game. Tingnan natin kung ano yung adjustments ng both teams and both coaches. So talking about championships, as you all know, I played in the UAAP for 5 years at college. 3 years in high school. I won 6, 2 in high school, and then 4 in college. And winning championships, or even making the finals and winning it all, is no easy task. Ang hirap nung climb up there. Especially in the UAP where you just have 14 games and then semis, finals. The whole year prepare for that 3-month stretch na kailangan you're on your toes. You're very focused. One slip can cause a season. And ayaw niyo yan sa team. So, when I was in high school, yung first year ko sa high school, I was in second year high school at that time. First year ko maglaro sa UAP. Our team had, I think, going into the second round, we were fifth ata or sixth. Parang our record was so bad, 3-4 or 3-3. And suddenly, we had a team building. After in team building, we didn't lose anymore. Um, Grabe yung run namin noon. I think we played UST that year. And ayun, parang sometimes one streak and you make it one game at a time. Then after that, championship na. Medyo mabilis yung season. Um, yung fourth year ko, we swept. We swept the eliminations. We were underdogs. FU pair swept the season. And game one, we lost to FEU. Tapos game 2, we won and game 3. So, na-mention ibang stories earlier when kay Coach Jamaic. So that's two in high school. In college, on my second year college, second year sa UAAP. That was a big win dahil it was against LaSalle. Been a while, ito sa LaSalle decade, ito sa LaSalle Dynasty. Sunod-sunod, the France Pumarin era, tapos we broke that streak. We won with Chris Chu as our captain ball. And grabe yung, maybe that was the peak ng Ateneo Lasal um, na rivalry. Because I remember after those years, medyo nag-dip dahil for a while humina yung Lasal. And then now naman, baliktad, di ba? Lasal on the rise, tas Ateneo humina. Tas parang yung crowd not as big anymore. So that might be the last Ateneo Lasal na grabe yung rivalry. Well, the next few years, nandun pa rin, pero yun yung parang very peak talaga. Third year ko, second championship of the 5P was against UE. We won the first game, lost the second game, and won the third game. This was the Ondoy year. If you remember, I think merong malaking gap. One of our teammates was stuck. Parang pinadala ng pagkain ni MVP sa ng using a helicopter ng food because they were stuck in the second or third floor sa Pasig. So, ibang experience rin yun. Nahinto dahil sa Ondoy. And it was against sila Poly. I remember sila Borboran, Pariliagas, Hans Tiele, Espiritu. Those guys, malakas yung UE. And then, my fourth and fifth year, third and fourth championship of that 5-peat was against FEU. The 3-peat was crazy that the Ryan Buena shot. Underdogs kami, no one expected us to make the finals. Even I wasn't even sure or I wasn't really confident that we're gonna make it. Parang one game at a time yon, makasemis muna. Actually, pag nakasemis, okay na after losing Jai, Raba, and Nonoy. Tapos, we had a lot of young kids, young players. Didn't really have a established big at that time. So, what happened was game one, I remember it clearly. It was also the year that si Baroka hindi pinalaro ng FEU. Di ko alam kung ano yung final ano nila pero parang they felt like siguro di na nila kailangan si Mark after the scandal and the issues surrounding him and the team. We took advantage of it pero lakas pa rin ng Terence RR, Ximiniano, Real Cervantes, Kawaling, Sanga, Pipo, Aldrich Ramos. Sobrang stacked ng team na yun. So what we did was first game, tinambakan namin to start. Went zone, we kept running, tas tambak. Swerte rin siguro, pero everyone was scoring tubig. I was scoring kahit hindi naman ako masyado score. Everyone. That year also in 3-peat was the year where you don't know who's gonna be the best player for Ateneo. Parang shared responsibility of scoring yun eh. So, tapos yun nga, game 2, close fight, and Ryan made the three-pointer towards the end. And next was, yung last year ko was against FEU. We had Greg and Kiefer at that time, and actually that year, we almost swept it. Last game, we were 13-0. We lost to Adamson, which my dad was coaching. So instead of going straight to the finals, we had to go to the Final Four. And sa finals, we won 2-0. That year, parang medyo kampante naman ako na magcha-champion, to be honest. When Greg and Kiefer came in. So that was college. Sa college, parang very defined rules namin, I remember. I knew when to win, and when we were sure gonna win, parang gamay na gamay mo na yung teammates, gamay na gamay mo na yung mangyayari. Under Coach Norman nung college, parang he had this set of players na who will come in the game at what time, at what point, at what scenario, and parang basang-basa mo na siya. Sorry, medyo may sakit pa rin tayo. So parang nakaset na siya. When this comes up, ito ipapasok ni Coach Norman. At sa first quarter, at like the 2-3 minute mark, I know I'm gonna come in. So mga 6 to 4 minutes nag-warm up na ulit ako sa bench para when I go in, hindi ako nilalamig. Ganyan, alam kong ito yung guy ipapasok. I also know na at that time, kunwari lamang kami ng mga 8 points, ganyan. Last 2 minutes, I'm gonna be in the game to play defense and to stabilize the game. Pero when we're down or medyo dikit, it's gonna be Ryan kasi we need points. So parang ganun. And then also situational, pag nag-timeout kalaban or on defense, I'm sure gonna be go in for Ryan, and then pag offense, it's gonna be Ryan. Mga ganong type. Medyo alam na alam mo na. So you have to be ready. Nag-change siya, yes, of course, pero rarely. Or baka dahil, excuse me, baka dahil may na-followed or whatever. Pero at that point, alam mong when you're going in, sino, very mechanical with the freedom to do things naman. Pero parang very distinct, very identified yung role. So it wasn't hard to do things. Sa PBA, when I went to San Miguel, grabe. I need to do a new episode. Grabe yung 0 to hero, 0-3, tapos nanalo pa 4-3. San Miguel against Alaska. And then rami na yung sunod. Pero going back about championships, I think it's always good to look back and parang nakakatuwa lang to enjoy and feel that championship rush. When the buzzer sounds, tatakbo sa court, sisigawan, yayakapan, tapos for like 10-15 minutes talagang adrenaline and nag-enjoy lang sa court. Go to the locker room. After going to the locker room, babasaan. Ng Gatorade, ng water, ng beer. Basang-basa lahat. Dive kayo sa floor. Nabasang-basa yung floor. So, grabe. For those who didn't had the chance to experience this, visualize nyo while I'm talking. Pasok one by one sa dugout. Hahanap ng water bottle para mambasa ng beer, ng Gatorade. Tapos kukunin yung cooler ng Gatorade, lalagyan ulit ng tubig, antayin yung coach. Tapos babasahin ulit. Everyone. Pag may mag-interview, kawawa din mababasa. If there's a cameraman, you know you're gonna get wet. So minsan dalawa yan. Either, since one game na lang pag finals usually, you go to the other dugout na hindi ginagamit. Kung saan wala yung mga gamit niya para hindi mahirapan, hindi mabasa yung gamit, di ba? So that's how it is usually. Yung championship shirts, kahit sa Ateneo, I think we had two sets usually. The one you wear on the court, and then the other one yung after kasi mababasa yun eh. Sa Ateneo, usually we do after that when I was there. So, celebration sa court, yung picture-picture, whatever, go to the dugout, pagbabasaan. Then, yan, may mga interviews yung mga sila Coach Norman, ibang players. When we are complete, we go to the dugout, we pray, we shower. Pag may pagkain, kain konti, then we go straight to the Jesu. I remember for that speech, mass and then speech. Tapos, after that, usually go to Sambocojin ba yun dati or Kamayan in EDSA. Kain, tapos celebrate, with the team. Walang tulog yon until the next day. Pag may pasok na next day, papasok ka pa. Sobrang sarap pumasok pag nag-champion. Kahit wala kang tulog, papasok ka dahil nag-champion. Dami mong friends. Dami mong friends. And then, yun, the whole week's gonna be hectic. Though usually after championships, exam weeks atin yan, so super hectic talaga. Deadline ng papers, you have to take the exams, but also maraming mga interviews, guestings, and then after a week maybe, dahil December na yan, or paenda ng season, or ng SEM, bonfire, and parang ganun nangyayari. It's a cycle. Tapos dami mag-invite. At dati, tapos Fiamma, may mga embassy pa. Bonfire, umaabot ng 2-3 a.m. Lalo yung first one. First one was crazy. Sa Belfield. So, umuulan, basang-basa, pagod. Yung autograph signing, umabot ng 3 a.m. The next few years, they changed it. Tapos yun, sarap pumasok. Mention ko na kanina, daming invite. Ayaw ko na sa mga labas dahil parang magkakasakit ka na pag may nag-invite lumabas. Napapasmile ako dahil saya. Looking back to those moments, all your hard work for the whole year, pays off. And then, masaya lang na those championships talaga with your brothers. You win it. When you win it all, parang worth it lahat ng sacrifices. So anyway, this episode is about reminiscing. I want to talk deep dive siguro every year ng championship, or maybe we can say high school. Siguro yung 4-peat era, pwede nating dissect. And then I want to talk about some San Miguel championships as well, and celebrations for both San Miguel and Ateneo. Fun times as well. And then, masaya lang. Parang napapa-smile ako ngayon dahil good times, good times. So anyway, this episode, more of kwento lang about championships or championship in general. And yes, it's not always about the strongest team. Ang daming factors na kailangan for you to win a championship. Having healthy players, keeping away from injuries, getting the breaks of the game. Everything has to be in the right place at the right time. Syempre may halong swerte yan, pero as long as you prepare, mas suswertehin ka. So that's it about episode 12 about basically championships. And I'm gonna try to do a deep dive on other championships, specific championships, ibang episodes. Just felt the championship fever. Sarap manood ng basketball kasi. So I decided to talk about this for episode 12. So, that's about it. Ilang beses ko na sinabi yun. Gusto ko magkwento, pero this is the last one. So, like the saying goes, every gising is a blessing. Peace out.